Ladies and gentlemen, dearest friends, I am addressing you in English language as a sign of gratitude for the many foreign guests who have reached Ghislieri today to honor the memory and work of one of our greatest and most famous alumni. On behalf of Associazione Alumni Ghislieri, the association that, by erecting an ideal bridge of intellectual and cultural continuity between past, present and future, gathers the students and alumni of our historic college, I sincerely thank you for your important and generous participation. Welcome or welcome back to Ghislieri. My task is neither to recall the importance nor to praise the fundamental work carried out by the alumnus Luca Cavalli-Sforza to the benefit of the progress of human sciences. These are obvious facts, and the representation of their specific value belongs to the eminent scientists and scholars who enrich today's meeting by their testimony and their recognition of that value. I would like to say just a few words about the profile of Luigi Luca as a student and Ghislieri alumnus. As his autobiographies report, especially that brilliant and moving, partially autobiographical between him and his son Matteo, and contained in the volume Ghislieri 450, a Laboratory of Intelligences, Luigi Luca Cavalli-Sforza was always grateful to Collegio Ghislieri for having allowed him to complete his university studies without economically relying on his family. This is the tribute of gratitude that all of us owe to this glorious institution to which we are proud to belong, and which has always placed merit before wealth, thus allowing the birth and the growth of young talent who could not have expressed their genius without the support and protection offered by these centuries-old walls. Centuries-old walls that also protected Luca Cavalli-Sforza when, during the gloomy years of fascism, he was lucky enough not only to be able to continue his studies in Ghislieri. As a student of medicine, he was exempt from military duties, but also, as he himself recalls in the quoted autobiography, to be able to confront his ideas with his fellow student in a climate of complete intellectual freedom, a privilege not always granted in those sad times, indeed granted to a few, including the students who then live in these rooms. Luca embodied, and will continue to embody in our memory, the perfect example of the authentic student of this college, bringing together and expressing the qualities of our great alumni: strong commitment to scholarship, strong intellectual curiosity, ambitious thought, audacious research, spirit of scientific adventure, aversion to crystallized dogmas, courage in affirming new truths. By combining these qualities, he successfully accomplished a decisive historical change of direction of human genetics that can be seen as part of the scientific and cultural revolutions inaugurated by Copernicus, Galileo, Newton and Darwin. A tremendously difficult change to effect, overcoming the aversion and criticism of its opponents, accomplishments that characterize the great, but that are not enough to intimidate the great to step back and the courageous pursuit of their intuition. He was, in the broad sense, a reformer of applied thought, an exporter of his science into civil society, a man, a scientist, a scholar who, like many other prominent Ghislieri alumni, contributed not only to the progress of that theory, but also to the evolution of reality in its practical variations. Sound science and applicative pragmatism two signs of recognition of our alumni and alumni. Two qualities that Luigi Luca was able to deploy and use all the way. Today, not only do we celebrate the memory of him, but also celebrate and honor his profound wisdom and action, which will continue to influence and guide the path he launched. He will always be with us anyway. This is the reason why today is not a farewell, but only an arrivederci. Thank you very much.